We are at Chu-Lai once again in late summer 1966. You can see the beach area, and we're looking toward the helipad area here. You see many of the guys from the Squadron out here when we didn't have any work to do. We used to come down here to the beach and go swimming off the reefs. That's the MCB-7 area on the far side of Keehaw. And there's the new mess hall that's just been built. If you look closely, you can see people up there working. This was a nice area to go swimming. They had 6. We did ourselves. There you can see some ships at water level. There's some UH-34 helicopters making an approach for a landing up at the helipad. If you look close at the hillside, you'll see many bunkers up there. This beach was more or less booby-trapped at night because they were afraid of an attack. And if you look in the background of the shots, you'll see more of the tent area up there and the CB area. These pictures were shot to be sent home to let our parents know how we were doing. And that's why we didn't concentrate on the areas as much as we from the sea also. There was a nice big beach down there also. And more ships from water level. There were several reefs off the coast of Keehaw here. And there were always Vietnamese ships. You can see them out in the horizon, and our ships, those big naval and merchant marine vessels. Once again, you can see the CB area. They live pretty good over there. We used to go over there once in a while. That place did get rocketed in '67. Some people got killed over there. But that was a nice area to go visit. There you can see our tents. Now we're right in front of the hospital area. There you can see the small helipad for the hospital. If you look close back there, you'll see the buildings and an ambulance. That tent's the Graves registration tent. There's some more ships out there on the water. We're overlooking the South China Sea at the end of the helipad here at Keehaw. Now we're looking up on the hill there. The 2 big balls up there. I think that was radar equipment, and they're looking over toward the Mag 11 area on the other side of the road and the supply area, and the hospital was to the left there. You can see the Hueys coming in. The 34 is taxiing. And there's more of the hospital area. You can also see the trucks going up the hill. There was some construction going on up there. This is the VMO-6 area where the Hueys are coming in, and the HMM-263 area where you see the 34s. There's a guy on the bunker watch. The white ship out there is the USS Repose. And now we're on R&R in Yokuska, Japan. That's our guide, Jiro Shirobara. There's some of the guys from the outfit from Mag 36. Jiro was in the Japanese Army in World War II. He kind of identified with us guys from Vietnam. He was a forgotten type soldier. There you can see some of the little kids. They're probably in their late 30s today. This is a back street scene in Yokuska. Now we're heading down into the town of Yokuska. That's part of the naval base over there. You can see the many ships and the buildings. That's the Alliance Club, the big Navy club straight ahead, and there's the gate to the naval base. And you can see some classic Japanese vehicles on the road. Those 2 little boys are probably in their late 30s now, too. This is another back street scene. You can see the bars and the shops here. And now we're driving down a beach area. If you slow this down, you can see many people, many beach toys and little boats, what have you here. There were even saltwater swimming pools out here for people that didn't want to go into the sea there. Now we're up in the city of Atami. This is a resort city. There's a big festival going on up here. We were up near the area of Mount Fuji, but unfortunately I didn't get any pictures of Mount Fuji. R&R was a very important part of the tour in Vietnam. Everybody got 5 days in any place of their choice, any R&R city. All you had to do was have a 13-month tour in Vietnam that you were serving. So we all came to Tokyo in the Yokuska, Yokohama area. But you could go to Taipei or Australia or Malaysia, Singapore, a lot of other places. We came to Tokyo. It was pretty nice here. Had a really good time. It wasn't as expensive back then as it is now, I'm sure. You can see all the banners for the festival here in Atami. This is a resort city in the mountains. This is late July of '66. Now you'll see a Japanese Army vehicle coming up from the Self-Defense Forces. There it is. Now we're on our way back to the R&R Center at Camp Zama. It's time to go there to get processed, then get down to Yokota Air Force Base and catch the flight back to Da Nang. Our R&R is over. And we're rounding the corner. We're on the Army base at Camp Zama, coming to the R&R Center. And we're packing packages up to send back home. Here we are coming into Key for a landing. There's Harry Wessler in front of his ship, a CH-46 at Key. He's in HMM 265 Squadron. These are some of the guys in the hooch down at the 265 area. Now this is a guy that's a member of the Squadron VM-06, the Huey Squadron, standing next to his Huey. You can see the M60 machine gun there and the rocket pods. This is an early version of a Huey gunship. Flew a lot of cover missions and emergency medevac missions, whatever. There's some of the guys from the Squadron area here at Key. They're from 265 also. Once again, inside one of the hooches. It's nice to look inside these hooches. It's good that we have pictures of these because you can see how the people lived in the squadrons. This is HMM-265, the Marine Corps Helicopter Squadron, one of them that was based here at Keyhaw. This is inside a CH-46 helicopter. The slide's kind of mildewed. That's why we have that distorted effect. These slides were in a box at Marble Mountain Air Facility for about a year, and some of them got damaged, but most of them are really good. There you can see one of the guys outside his hooch here at Keyhaw. At Keyhaw, they made everybody paint these hooches this off color of olive green. I remember having to paint one time, but that's where this was taken. Once again, more shots inside the hooch. You can see the guys have their cabinets built and their Playgirls on the wall. That looks like Joe Collins from the one issue of Playboy there, back in '66. These were taken in '66, but I'm sure that's who that is on the wall there. That was Play Year Joe Collins. These guys are getting ready to go on R&R. They're packing up here. You can see the tin roof on top of the hooch. This was the hardback hooch. First we had the hardback tents, and then we had the hardback hooches. And this is one of the guys from the squadron. He's taking his M14 with him as a backup, getting ready to get on that 46. His helmet's in the one bag, and looks like he's got a bullet bouncer in the other hand. Plus he's got his flak jacket with him. Another shot of a guy from HMM-265 beside a 46 on the flight line here at Keyhaw at the northern end of Chu-Lai. And this is a nice shot of the flight line looking toward the hill up above the base up on the hill there. You can see some 53 helicopters and some 34 helicopters there, right on the flight line here at Keyhaw. You can also see some of the living area up on the hill. This is late 1966. And this LST ran aground at Keyhaw New Year's Eve 1966. Actually, it was 1 in the morning, so it was 1967. But anyway, it broke apart and it was stuck up there on the shore, and they couldn't get it off. So they had to cut it apart piece and take it off that way. We had to form a human chain to get all the supplies off there, but it came aground. I heard it come aground that night. It was an awful sound, but they said that the crew was drunk. Whoever was on watch wasn't watching, and it came in too close to shore. But there it is. A lot of guys that were there will remember that. That's the shore at Keyhaw. Now we're back up in the squadron area. There you can see a bunker outside the hooch to jump into in case of rocket attack. This is a nice sun-up scene, the sun coming up over the South China Sea. This was taken about 5:30 in the morning here at Keyhaw. This is late 1966. We jumped with the LST to 67 there through all the fall months of 66. Now there's another helicopter coming into the Keyhaw.
Wild thing, I think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. Come on.
And we're down near the supply area at the far end of the helipad, down toward the CB area and the sand ramp. You can see they built these big Butler buildings in the summer of '67 to house the supply place. You could get boots down there, whatever you needed. There's an old hangar way across there that they put up, and we all know what they're burning there. This is a view from up in the MAG 11 area, down toward the flight line there. But you can see that tent's one of the tents from the roadblock area there, I'm sure. The hospital would be on the right. You can see a 46 taken off there, out over the ocean. But this is a nice shot. Now this is looking into the hospital area here at Key Haw from up on the hill.
Wild thing, I think you move me. But I wanna know for sure.
This is one of the guys on the flight line down here at HMM 265. Those are their hangars in the background there.
You move me.
Once again, another shot of the flight line. You can see the 53s sitting there on the helipad.
You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy.
There's the big ball up on the hill. Everybody will remember that. Now this is the dump here at Key Haw. We covered every facet of air base life. We showed the heads, the dump, all the supply areas, the mess hall, the barracks, or what we call barracks, the hooches, the flight line and everything. Another shot of the flight line from way up on the hill. On the right there's the big roadblock bunker. It's not real big, but you can see it there. That was where they checked the vehicles coming into Key Haw. This is a nice shot. It's a shame the light was low that day, but it's a nice shot of the base. You can see the avionics hangars back there. Once again, looking into the hospital area from up on the hill. The hospital's on the right there. And now we're looking over toward Anhai Village. The village is on the left. It's the white buildings there on the left. You can see the peninsula on the other side over there. And straight ahead 50 miles would be Tam Key. Once again on the hill looking down onto the flight line there at Key Haw. That's a water buffalo. We're up in the motor pool area right above Hunt. Now we're up on the hill looking down toward the sand ramp area. You can see the LSTs that have pulled in there for bringing supplies. And also you can see some long buildings down there. Those are freezers that the Navy built there. That was all a Navy area, but this area where the tents are in the foreground here. Now you can see a 53 coming in for a landing over that smoky area earlier in the slides. The motor pool once again. Up on the hill there, there's another view of it. If you look close in this shot, you can see the tents up on the hillside there to the left and the big building that they just built up there in '66, the big white building. Here's another view of the helicopters on the flight line. More of the hooches in the background also, and we're looking from a different angle. You can see the PX and the post office over there. This is on top of a bunker right next to the flight line overlooking the South China Sea. This was right in front of the flight line up near the hospital area. This is a shot of the beach area looking off the top of that bunker, and you can see to the right a bunker for the hospital perimeter, and in the extreme right-hand corner and the upper right-hand corner you can see part of the Chu-Lai Peninsula, but this was what it looked like sitting on one of those bunkers looking to sea. Another shot of the flight line. This gives you a little bit better view of the